because I was like halfway through. I'm gonna.
I wore this
like,
shirt
too
yesterday.
much.
Like I'm literally wearing it again. I put it on this one, like
They don't know.
you don't know. I know this.
Hey,
Happy February 15th. Happy Doug's winter
Yes.
party. Let's go.
I'm not tapped into this. I don't know who
put
Doug
me on?
is.
My mom.
Oh my god, what?
Okay, basically, let me give you a quick rundown for those who don't
Yes.
know. Is today was Doug's winter party. It started at 4 p.m. and it ended when the cops showed up.
Damn.
And it's on the East Coast, so I should assume it's over. Sorry, Doug. I was living my own life. I wasn't keeping up with
I
you.
mean, it could still be going on. It's only like it's midnight. I
Yeah,
guess.
but okay, here's the tea. Like, Doug is 80.
Oh, okay, Doug.
Like, I don't know if he's actually 80, but he's a grandpa.
He's Gramps.
He's Gramps. And
Okay.
he went around, he handmade like invitations.
Aww.
And he went to all his neighbors and someone recorded it and
Aww.
recorded like the note that's getting invited. And it's literally says like Doug's winter party.
Oh
like,
my
starts at 4,
gosh.
ends when the cops come.
I
like,
love that because I was like, why does it start at 4?
Because it's Doug and he's 80.
This
and
makes
there was so much
sense.
content. And like all these people were like, we're going to fly like to Doug's party.
Oh my
like we're all going to
gosh.
come. Like it was giving like Adrian's kickback.
I was gonna say, is it
but
Adrian's
adults,
kickback?
and then like obviously people
senile.
didn't go, which is nice because like
Mhm.
this man would have been overwhelmed, but
Right.
everyone was sending him stuff, and apparently his wife just passed away, so that's why he was having the party.
Aww.
And he was collecting donations from it because it got so famous,
Mhm.
and all of the money is going for a scholarship for women engineers because his wife
Oh
was an
my
engineer. Isn't that so
gosh.
cute?
I love that.
Yeah, I think his wife like died of cancer or something very sad.
Mhm.
But yeah, so he threw a party, and then today I saw like this morning when I woke up like the hall, and I was like, Doug knows how to
I
throw a
love
party. I was like, let me
that.
go to
I love
Doug's. Like he had
that.
so much wine. He had like hard Lipton iced
I was
teas.
gonna say, I know he had like food too.
He had
like charcuterie
everything. He had
board.
everything, and like his daughter was super into it, and she was helping out,
Aw,
and like.
I love that.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah.
Happy Doug's winter party for all those who
For
celebrate.
real.
And apparently people were doing it all over. People were throwing their own Doug's
Oh my gosh,
parties.
I love that.
It was really big in Canada.
Ooh, okay.
Shout out Vancouver, I guess.
Right?
Like, I don't know what's up with that.
I have like a dark side note about that, but I just think it's crazy how much like funerals cost. Like to bury
Mhm.
someone is so expensive, and that's just so sad to me because it's already like they're already going through
I
a hard
completely agree.
time. It's like why
It's
are you
like-
adding like this
It's one
big
of those
bill?
things in the world that just shouldn't cost money, but it's like,
I
what are you supposed to
agree,
do?
Right? I feel like the
'Cause
government
everything
should
does.
like
I
help.
know, right?
But yeah, because I was like
I guess
talking
that's
about
the point
this.
of like having retirement and having savings. I don't
But
know.
now Donald Trump is like coming
yeah.
after that. So it's like, will we even have that? I don't know. Like, yeah.
No more Social Security.
No, it's crazy. Okay, also, another side note, political, trigger warning, political.
Politics episode.
Yeah. But like, did you see, I'm assuming you did see the clip of like Elon with his freaking kid in the Oval Office?
Wait, no.
And he was
I
just
didn't.
talking-
I
okay,
haven't been on
it
politics
was-
TikTok because of my
Oh,
For You page
yes.
algorithm, which I won't
She's
get
on
into. We're
Gooner
not
TikTok.
talking about it because I talked about it in every single episode.
I know.
No, I don't have any
I know.
crushes. I don't like anyone. I don't even know a
But
celebrity. I
it
don't know a
was
single one.
literally so like Donald Trump was sitting at his table in the Oval Office and just sitting, and then Elon was just sitting there answering all the questions, and it's like, of course he was because he's the one calling all the shots.
Yeah.
And his child was literally there, and then I was
I
like,
saw pictures, I think, but I
then-
didn't see clips.
Yeah, but I was like, if a woman did this, they'd be like, this is so unprofessional, blah blah blah.
Right.
And it's also like
It's women
I
can't
know
win.
he's just doing it to like make his image better. You know what I mean? He wants to be like family man, but it's like, do you even care about this child? Like, what does Grimes think of this?
Right. Oh my god.
Like, did she consent? Like, did she consent to this?
Wait, bring back Grimes. Like,
Oh,
literally, like when she made
God.
music. Wow. Run that back.
Everyone's always like, why were they together? But it's like, of course they would be.
No, it's like when
she's
you were
so
talking
alt
about
girl,
Lana.
and he's like nerd boy. Like,
It's like
of course.
when we were talking about Lana and how you were like, people that know Lana like know that that's the type of man
right
that she's gonna date.
Of course, she's dating redneck conservative
Yes,
man.
it's the same
alligator
thing
tour
with Grimes.
guide.
I'm like, you guys don't know
yes.
Grimes. Like
No,
how we know Grimes. Like, of
exactly.
course. Like,
Right?
of course. That's what's
Yeah.
happening. Like, what do you think? The only reason I was shocked is they do have a large age difference, but in my mind, like, Grimes is 18. Like, she's
I know
forever
what you
teenager,
mean,
you know?
yeah.
So I was just like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but it's like he would be into that, and she would be into
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
You know,
And
Yeah.
it is age gap, but it's also like they are both like actual adults. Like
Exactly.
Grimes
Like,
is like
it's-
not that
yeah.
young, but
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Just Elon is just like, he already icked me out, but then it's just
No,
like all
yeah.
this more is just like, oh my god.
yeah. I hate him and I hate politics, and literally I just haven't seen them in so long. Like my TikTok is so not that, like it's all YouTuber drama and Duolingo dying and like,
oh my gosh, yeah. Did Elon kill Duo? Like
conspiracy.
Yeah.
The first TikTok I saw of that, it was just like someone made chicken and it was like dyed green.
It was Buffalo Wild Wings.
No,
right?
not that one. I saw one before, like a few days before I was showing you, and like I was like, why are they doing like why did they like added Duo? I was like, why did they just like pretend to kill Duo? And then I started seeing all the clips of Duo dying.
Yeah, I like
and all the
get
brands
that.
like hopping on it. Like B-Dubs was like literally like, we killed the chicken. I was like, what do you mean you killed
Are they
him?
like rebranding, or is this
I
like
think they're leaving
someone's
TikTok.
attacking them? Oh,
Because I saw the girl that's behind the TikTok and she's so talented. Like, wow, like they really like they paved like what social media is. Like I think Duo was the first.
And
it was
also,
like Wendy's. Remember Wendy's on Twitter?
Twitter.
Like she started it, and it's like she walked so Duo could run.
Yes.
And then now all the brands do so well because of Duo.
Yeah.
Like period. But yeah, she was posting everything and like all the cool things she got to do, and like she went to VidCon. Like she was she's like super famous now. Like she was a bunch of followers, and I'm like, that's so cool.
My dream.
And she's like, wow, she's so talented. And she's so young. She was like fresh out of college, I think, which got hired. So I know.
Dang.
I love a woman succeeding.
Right? Love to see it.
Yes, I know. But R.I.P. Duo for real. Like literally, the app now is dead. Like I saw it.
Oh
like
my god.
Duo's
like oh my god.
and I was like, why is he dead?
I'm sorry, I ghosted you, Duo.
I know. I ghosted Duo, and then he hit me with a, why did you ghost me?
Seriously, Harper?
I know.
That's what he said.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Seriously, I have to go on Do Not Disturb. I'm getting a
moon mode.
I'm being disturbed.
Yes.
But yeah, my TikTok is all that, and it was also for a long time. It was Lucy
Dacus.
Yes. I was like, I never know how to say her last name because that's my problem with everyone is like I never hear things, I just see them written. Because like I don't know, it just always is. Like I feel like I read more than like I listen, so then I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, at first I was like, okay, fi, like that's cool, and then I saw the video and I was like, period, like sexy people.
Yeah.
And then I started getting all the controversies. You see all the controversies?
Yeah, that's how I felt because it's like it's just like, where's the diversity? Like, it's also like while the DEI is like getting attacked, it's like
that's like our problem. That's why we think about it, and we think about it because Lucy is like progressive, so it's like, girl, why are you doing this? But it's like if literally just like a white man did this, like I feel like if Troye Sivan just had a bunch of like skinny white,
I was just
like,
gonna
boys,
say though, like
it would just no one would care.
But like Harry Styles a long time ago, the Watermelon, or maybe like only I felt like this, but like Watermelon Sugar music video came out, and then everyone was like, yes, this is so diverse, but I'm like, they're all skinny. Like, where's the range?
That is the problem, especially with masks, is like most masks
it's very
aren't
one note.
Like that's like a very niche type of mask in my opinion. Because there's studs and there's like there's like a whole like different culture of like masculine presented people who aren't white at all. Yeah. And that's like its own genre.
True.
And it's like there's not even one. And like the people that everyone was like coming for it is because there was that open casting call, but we all think it's fake.
Oh, like, yeah, I think that was just like a promo
to be silly,
tactic.
Because like, we thought that when it came out, you know? Is we were like, do you think that's real? Like, it's not.
No, because it all just was people who already have platforms.
Yeah, because everyone that would already, and like maybe like she did find them from that, and it's like also
I don't think so.
Also, I think it's fine to promote, like, I mean, not to promote, but to like capture, like, it's her song, like if she just wants to capture her own essence, because I feel like they were all her core. So it's like, I guess that's fine, but it's like, yeah, the diversity issue when it was like seen as open, and that's the problem, where it's like you just only picked white people.
I also just think
not even white, but
like,
just like
it's also like the thing of like how like since it's like queer, it's like extra like critiqued upon, you know, because you are right. Like if a straight man like a bunch of people, like, in their music videos, it's all just, like, skinny white girls dancing around, and, like, no one has anything to say about it.
No one ever says anything.
But then since it's, like, queer, it's, like, you're supposed to be inclusive, and you're not.
It's, like, it's double-edged sword. Like, I see both arguments where it's, like, calm down, and I also see where it's, like, but we shouldn't have to be calm.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I'm one to talk because I was represented in this video. Like, I was represented fine. Like, I was seen by my people, like, but, like...
I know. It's, like... Yeah, it is just double-edged sword.
It would also suck if that's just like that's your celebrity, like, you know, like it's like that's my streamer, like, and then like that's what she put out, and like you're not included. Like it would just suck. Yeah, I think like I just didn't really care because also like I don't listen to her music.
Yeah, I was just like
I don't care. That's not my community. Like,
yeah, I was seeing like something kind of similar, but like the Slushy Noobs fight, how they had iDubbbz. I completely forgot this man got canceled for like, I think saying the N-word or something. I'm not sure. But then like a bunch of like, I saw like TikToks.
Who's iDubbbz?
He's just like some bald man, and he's the one who sets up like the YouTuber fights. Like I think he did Vinny and Deji or something. He does, what's it called? Creator Clash.
Oh, right.
And he's like a YouTuber.
The one that Haley Sharp was in.
Yes. He just like sets it up. But then I saw like after the fight, a bunch of like Black Slushy Noobs fans being like, I can't believe they like had him on, like blah blah blah, like I don't know how I feel. And then I was like, of course I didn't think about this because like I'm not affected by it, you know.
That's like, I also like, I don't know who that man is, like, you know, like I like wouldn't even have known.
Yeah.
Also, like, I didn't know anyone in their video.
Yeah, low key.
All their celebrities, that's not my community.
Yeah,
like I was like, I don't know any of these people.
I like didn't even know Aldo.
I didn't either. I just knew him because I've seen clips of him and Martin doing lives.
Yeah, but yeah, everyone.
But like I don't even know Aldo.
I think the old guy dancing, I think he's like the guy who sings like songs, like, you know, the old guy that sings like Lana covers. Like I'm not sure if that's true.
This. I'm so like, it's crazy. Like I was just talking about how crazy the TikTok algorithm is now, because like I feel like we used to kind of all see similar stuff and be in the know. We would all talk about the same people. And there still are like a few celebrities. Like I feel like everyone knows Jake Weber. Like it's like everyone knows like the really famous people.
Yeah.
But then it's
the
like
people who have their moments.
Yeah, like how we're obsessed with Slushy Noobs. It's like no one else knows. Like
I know what you mean.
Or it's like the TikToks I see, like you didn't even know about Doug's Winter Party.
Yeah.
Like
I know the sides, like the For You pages are like
they're
crazy. Because also I think you're right how you said like one like determines your whole For You page. Like the algorithm, it got like too intense.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like everyone's in their own niche.
Also, like you send me TikToks and like I send them to you, and very rarely I've already seen them.
I agree.
And it used
like
to be
one out of 10.
People would send me a TikTok. I'm like, I saw like a week ago, and I feel like the only time I see them now and you also like you sent it to me is because like I'm just on TikTok way more than you. So it's like I saw it earlier today.
Yeah.
And then I liked it. So it's like obviously like we're on that sort of similar where it's like I liked it, so she might also like it.
Also, I like it sometimes because I'll see something and then I think to send it to you, and then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna.
And then
like
it's in our DMs.
Yes, and
that's
then,
happened to me too.
You send it to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she knew.
That exact thing has happened to me before.
I love
I've just
that,
been
though.
like, oh, look at it, there it is.
Right?
Like, I was like, yes. You very rarely send me TikToks, but that's just because I send you so many.
But it's also just because I get like really insecure about it for no reason. Because
I used to too. I think that's why I didn't used to send you as many, but now it's like my whole For You page. I see it and I'm like, Kayla must see this.
Exactly.
Like,
it's just because like I hate when people send me something and it's like I didn't think it was funny.
Know,
so then now it's like if I send it to you, it's like really
normally when I send it to you, it's normally about me, but it's like in the context where like you'll get it.
Exactly.
Like normally I have context.
My biggest fear is someone not getting it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, because sometimes, okay, but you just always get it. Because sometimes I send someone the TikTok before you could send the comment feature.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'd be like laughing because of the comments. And then like the other person wouldn't see it, but you always got the memo. And you'd be like, the comments are crazy. And I'd be like, yes,
Maddie does that to me a lot, where she'll send me a TikTok and I'm just like, this was fine. And then she'll be like, the comments. And then I'm like now that's why I send people just the comments. Like I'll send you just a comment, no video. Because I know you're going to go watch the video.
Right?
Like if you send me the comment,
because
you don't have to send the video.
Why would I just look at a comment like loose leaf, no context?
So I'm like, I know she'll click on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And it's like efficient.
I was just thinking about like how I'm like a commenter. Like I used to be scared to YouTube comment and stuff, but I was like, every time I scroll, like if I watch a YouTube video, I scroll through the comments, or if I have a thought, I scroll through the comments to see if someone said it. And on TikTok, someone's always said it. On YouTube, no one said it.
Low key,
like YouTube needs to hop on. Like it's a bunch of Redditors. Like what are we doing?
I think it's because like YouTube videos are so long. Like for me, I'd need to have like 10 timestamps for all the things I want to say. You know what I mean?
It's like when TikTok started like getting really, really hyped up, like quarantine, I remember being like, I wish Netflix had comments.
Yeah.
Because I would start watching Netflix and I'd have a thought and I'd be in quarantine, so I'd be by myself.
Right?
So I couldn't tell anyone.
Exactly. And then like no
I was
one
like,
else has seen it.
Or it's just like, I know we're all thinking it, because now like TikTok's kind of that space too, where it's like if new Outer Banks season came out, we would all like hop on TikTok and talk about it. But I feel like when TikTok was growing, it kind of wasn't that space yet. So like Outer Banks would come out and I'd be like, I want to hop in the chat.
Right.
Like, that's why I love a live stream. Because, like, I want to hop in the chat and everyone be like, did you see, like...
Yes, and then it's, like, live time.
Yeah,
like,
or, like, when everyone started making the memes, like, Outer Banks is just my reference point because, like, that's what I was watching.
Yes.
Like, that's what I was watching in 2020, but it's, like, I've seen a boy in underwear jump beat, and it's, like, before I even saw that on TikTok, I knew it was gonna be, like, you know? So I wish I could have just said it, like, in there. And then, like, now it's, like, a meme. But, like, I love that. Like, I love, like, how we all have the same thought.
Community love it.
The community. Yes. I know TikTok comments never miss. They never do. Good.
Also, I made a TikTok comment and it's popping off.
I love when my TikTok comment gets famous.
Oh, yeah. Because also the video, it only had, like, 1,000 likes or something. Like, it wasn't even, like, there was 3 comments and I was the 4th.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I love
we were talking about this earlier, too, where, like... I'll see a TikTok and it's a good TikTok. I'll be the 4th like.
Right?
And like if I have something to say, I'll be the comment. But normally
exactly.
I don't comment that much on TikTok because I'll just send it to you.
It's also
and I'll tell you my thoughts.
Usually like you said, other people already have the thoughts. So
I scroll through to like them.
Exactly.
Like I scroll through and I always am liking like
sometimes
the top.
I'm hiding in the comments when it's freaky. I'm like, oh god.
I never hide. I never back down. Never what.
I'm like the Bitmoji. Like,
that's how I always see myself.
Yeah.
No, that's literally what we do.
Yeah, and then when you're both typing and you both stop and it's like, oh, who's gonna say something now?
I love when we're in the chat together. Exactly. I don't like when people won't wait in the chat.
Right, it's like, why'd you go away?
Why'd you leave?
It's like, now that I have you.
Now that I have you, we always say that.
Because
like,
it's like, well, now that you're here, as if I wouldn't just text you out of nowhere,
but it's
though.
like, we'll be having I'll send you a TikTok and we'll just be talking about it because we'll be in the chat.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh, and by the way, like, should I go to Chick-fil-A? You're like,
I know, like, I'll just text her on
like,
DMs.
why would I text you? Because I do that too. Because like, why would we're
already I'm in the area, might as well. Like, I'll just call Taylor up.
But now that I have you, you're like the only person I do that with. Really? We just like sit in our DMs.
We have like full convos on TikTok DMs. It's like crazy.
And like Instagram on our spams.
I know.
Like,
it's also
on our
like,
burners.
It's like both. Like we'll have one on our main, and then like I'll see something on my spam, and then we have like 2 different conversations simultaneously.
No, and because I know we both have notifications.
Oh, duh.
So like it'll come up, so I'll just click it and we'll swap.
Exactly. And it's
we'll
you. Like I'm gonna answer right away. Yeah. I'm not ashamed.
I don't click my notifications like unless it's a text. Like to open my phone, I don't click notifications.
Oh, you just like swipe
I just
up?
go to it normally.
Oh, I'm like clicking on
but
the
I
one.
click your notification. So I was like, "Oop, what'd you say?" Like I just leave.
Yeah.
But no, normally like I feel like because it's always too fast. Because if I'm on my phone, I'm doing something.
True.
So I get like the Instagram DM, and then it just goes away, and I finish what I'm doing, and then I like go to Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't like pull down and tap on it.
That's valid.
I just like go to it myself.
It's
I gotta
like
go seek it out. Yeah, I gotta go seek it out.
Yeah.
Have you seen like speaking of TikTok? Have you seen the Anglerfish?
No, is it the one that's really small, but then people thought it was big?
I thought it was big too.
Then yes, I have. I thought it was big too, but it's like literally this big.
The
it's so
first
cute.
thing I saw like art before I saw the original content.
Oh, you saw like someone like
someone
made
did
it?
a painting of the anglerfish and like it was so beautiful.
Oh my
and it was like
gosh.
water and it was like it wasn't like super realistic. It was just like so poetic. And like it was the anglerfish and it was like and like the sun.
And then pull it up. Like I need a refresher.
And then because in my mind it happened today because I saw it today.
I feel like I saw it really recently.
So like in my mind like it happened today. But like someone made this art and it's like this like anglerfish that pulled up. Like it went up to the surface.
Yes.
Like it was like up there.
Yes, I saw this as
and
well.
like everyone was like, yeah, these are 3 days ago. So like, yeah, it was super recent. But in my mind, it happened today because I heard it today. But yeah, someone did like a beautiful painting, and then like the top comment on every post I see now, it always says that. But her art like said it where it was like, I think on my last day, like I'll go see the sun.
Aww.
And I was like, that's because also like then I was on the rabbit hole because I liked it, so then it was everywhere. And then like the scientists were like, yeah, like if they come up, they can't go back down because they like expand. Like because it's like the pressure of being deep in the water, so when they come up like the gases in their body expand, so if they can't go down, like they can't physically, like that's why it kept going up because it was like floating at that point.
Damn, so do they just spawn at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, like in Finding Nemo.
The ocean is like really like I need to watch more documentaries about it.
I used to be really into deep ocean, like that was my hyper niche. Like I was ocean facts girl. that just hit me. Like, just vote. Why?
No, literally. Nina. Okay, also, low-key, like, justice for her, though. Because,
wait,
like,
also she had to glow up. Have you seen her recently? She's so hot.
She is fine shit for real. Oh, my God. But, like...
justice for her is fuck. Because I would have been like that if I was on a show.
I agree. And
I
also,
been so
like...
annoying and weird.
Yes, and it's like, I know production, like, skews things. Like, there's, like, I'm sure there's a lot of context and lore we're missing. But she, like, I just think she's iconic and funny. Like, she's, like,
when
she's
I quote her, I don't mean it in any shade at all. Like, when we, like, we say,
homage.
like, just vote is, like, one of our, like, if we did that trend where it's, like, what do we say when, like, that would be one of them.
Vote.
Like, that's one of our, like,
honestly, just vote.
That's one of our most used
But,
things.
like, she's so funny because she was like, let's stand on one feet. And then she was like, yeah, I do this every day. And then she was first one to get out, like, me. And
like, I love also that. Like, I would have been so offended,
right? I would have been like, what the heck?
Especially,
and
like,
then I'd be so mad at Nina too.
Like, I don't know how old she was at that point, but like when I was like watching that video, I would have acted exactly how she acted, because it was like COVID too. It's like when I was the worst, like when I was the most like parasocial redditor, like core, like I would have acted just like her.
Yeah, but yeah, now she's so like pretty.
She's a baddie,
I love it.
She's a baddie.
She has like sleek bob, like yes.
But okay, back to the anglerfish.
Oh yes.
But yeah, it being small, like, because the video is super zoomed in, but then there's the other video from the other POV
of, like, the person,
the guy,
taking it,
yeah. Because the way they make it seem, because it's so zoomed in and it's like it's just ocean, so you got no size reference.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh my god, it's so small. And then like when it was dead, and it was in their hand. But then I saw a video of a girl crying about it being so small, and I was like, wait, I thought we were crying about the metaphor, about it coming up. So then she started crying about it being so small, and I was like, wait, now I'm lost.
Yeah, what?
Like, why
is she like size shaming? Like, she feels
because
bad
I also
small?
assumed it was big, but in my mind it was like someone commented. I always assumed they were the size of a football, and that's exactly what I was thinking.
I just think it's because it's like scary and ugly looking, so we were just like, oh, it's big and bad.
It is, yeah,
but it's so tiny and petite.
I know. The deep ocean is crazy. Yeah, like that part of Nemo scared me when I watched it. Like that part's crazy. But I love all of those things. I just need to,
like, guys, put me on ocean documentaries. The only one that I haven't even seen all of it, but like My Octopus Teacher.
Yes, I watched that for extra credit.
But like, didn't he leave his wife for this damn octopus? Like, I was like, boy, this is going a little too far. Like,
I generally don't really remember it.
I just feel like it was cool because I was like, okay, yes, but then I was like, he's getting a little too into the octopus, and I'm not down for it.
Remember the episode of Sweet Life? This is a deep cut, but Sweet Life on Deck with the octopus?
Yeah.
Right? That's a core memory.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember the crossover with Wizards of Waverly Place, X Hannah Montana, X Sweet Life on Deck?
The crossovers.
Like, yeah, that was iconic.
Favorite. I just, like, hate to be, like, I mean, this is what our whole podcast is talking about, like, literally, like, chronically online stuff that, like, no one knows about. But, like, I hate to be that girl that brings up TikTok again, but I'm gonna. Because I just watched a TikTok today where, like, some girl was, like, with, I assume, children, like, babysitting or, like, her own children, I don't know. And so she's watching Victorious with them.
Yes.
And then she, like, played it, and then she, like, put her face, and she was like, didn't it used to, like, make this comment about, like, Jade and like Trina having big boobs? And I was like, it so did.
Yes.
It's literally the scene where like they're like stuck in a Container Store,
and then it was like the 8 inches or whatever.
Yes, the 8 inches thing's also taken out. And I literally, when I read the comment that said that, I was like, I didn't ever think about, because I've also rewatched it and I didn't think about it.
I remember that,
but now
too.
I do. But for context, because like we just didn't have a conversation, we didn't explain anything. But there's that episode of Victorious where they're like
sleep at
the store,
yeah,
because there's the sale in the morning.
It was like
so
Black Friday. Yes,
they like hide in the bins, and then the lasers turn on, and then there's a little space, and then Jade like bends down,
and she said,
and then she's like, what is like, Trina's like, I don't know, like, how big do you think? And she goes, it's 8 inches, and she's like, how do you know that?
Period back.
And I'm like, period back. But then
they were like, who's gonna fit?
Yeah,
and then
they said
back.
Who's the flattest, and then they would step back, and that part's cut out. It said like, who's the skinniest.
Also, I swear they made like Cat go under or something. Did they? I don't even know.
They do after, I think, but that's probably still in it. I didn't watch the whole episode. I saw the little part they posted of them being like, who's skinniest.
Do you remember the ice cream for Kesha episode?
Yes, and then I've seen that one so many times.
Trina's eating pickles and putting on lip gloss. The whole time I saw like a scene of it, and it's literally like Tori was talking to Trina, but the camera was only on Tori.
Yeah.
I think after the
scandals, that's what all the comments were saying. After the quiet on set. Yeah. Him being canceled, they cut a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is good. They honestly should. But like, I remember Beck like talking about Victorious, and he was like,
they were always like drunk on set, and like, I remember
that was like his party.
What the F?
We just filmed probably like our best one yet. I say that every time. I swear, like it was eating, and I looked at the camera because it's like I could tell something changed, and I thought like the video stopped recording, but I could see the red dot, so I was like, it's fine. And we just like kept yapping for I don't even know how long, like at least 30 minutes. And my microphone receiver died, which I didn't even know you had to charge. I charged my entire camera. I cleared my SD card. I charged the microphones. I didn't know you had to charge the microphone receiver. So it died at some point.
And we don't know.
And I don't know where. And it's not even like, oh, I have the backup audio of like the camera, because it mutes your camera audio. So you just have the mic. Yeah.
But oh wow.
Guys, I haven't uploaded it, so I don't know, and I know jarring angle for the video watchers. Yeah. I also think it's blurry. Let me tap our faces.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone
Focus.
Now. I know, right? Oh no, it's fine. It's because I thought it was blurry last time too. It's like I'm like farsighted, like I can't see.
Yeah, I can't really see either.
But we were having a really good conversation, and at most 30 minutes of it is gone.
Yeah, I don't really know.
We have at least half. We have at least 30. Also, like, we're pranking you again with our fake mics.
Yeah.
Because they don't connect to my phone.
Exactly.
So, but I'm used to it now because we just did it for an hour.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm very sad, and I haven't uploaded it, so I don't know what we already talked about, so I feel like we shouldn't circle back.
No, we should just start something new.
We can have that conversation again next week if it was good.
Yeah.
And we want to bring it back.
Yeah. It is just sad, though, because we were just, like...
We were flowing.
Yeah.
We were spitting.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It was, like, the passion was there. That's how I know it's a good pod episode, you know? Because sometimes
then I stopped thinking about the time, too.
Exactly. And we, like, usually it's, like, oh, we have to talk about this and this. But that was just, like... That was just how it naturally went.
And it naturally just flowed really well. And I'm sorry that we gassed it up for you guys to not see it.
I'm sorry.
It was a good one for sure.
But you'll see some of it. Like, I think the beginning part was good. It was just the second part was like, it was building.
I'm like so sad because I feel like each podcast so far has had an issue. And it's like, we've only done 3. So it's like we finally got to a perfect one.
Right.
Or it's like the first one was like, we didn't have mics. And then like the second one, like, I don't know. Like
the lighting was bad.
The lighting.
It was on the phone, so the quality.
On the phone. Then like next time, like the mic was rattling.
Yeah.
There was like bad feedback. And then this time, and like we weren't prepared. And this time was so perfect. And then of course, the microphone receiver died.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know you had to charge. I'm a noob. That's crazy to me. I thought you just plug it in.
I don't really know how it works. This is why we need a Freddie. Applications for a Freddie.
Like,
we need a producer.
We need a producer to like, they would have just been like the light turned off on the mic.
Yeah,
and then we would have lost like a minute.
Yeah.
And I would have just charged it and we would have taken a break. But no.
Yeah. Womp womp. What can you do?
Womp womp. I know. I just like now I don't know where to start. Like I guess we can look. We can like run up some music tea because I feel like a bunch of music just came out.
Okay.
Where Short and Sweet Deluxe came out.
I didn't know about this. I'm like not tapped into Sabrina.
I didn't know. This is what we were talking about earlier, and this is definitely in the podcast where it's like the TikTok algorithm is so weird now.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't know about it until like the day before it came out.
But also I feel like with music especially, it's like I'm I rarely branch out. Like, I'll listen to a whole album of an artist I really like, but like Sabrina, like I just wait, and then I'm like the ones that my friends play, the ones that trend, I just add to my like songs.
It's normally like once I notice a few songs, like that's what happened with Chromacopia. It's like a few songs were trending, and then I was like, let me just hit the album.
Yeah.
And then I was obsessed with it. That's kind of what happened with Short and Sweet too.
Because I haven't even listened to the whole thing.
Oh,
like I just know the songs.
The new ones are good for sure. But yeah, she was just featured with Dolly Parton and like.
Okay, yes, I saw like. Okay, I just think like that song wasn't the one for Dolly to be a feature on.
Here's my conspiracy theory, because you know I love my conspiracy theories. Is so I texted you that I was watching music videos, and the podcast listeners know that I'm trying to tap into that gay side of me. I'm watching music videos, so. I was watching the Sabrina Carpenter Dolly Parton music video, and literally like in it, like they're driving like a truck, and then it cuts like to like during the song to a man with a bag like tied up like with a bag over his head, wearing the outfit that Barry wore.
Okay, yes.
And I was like, because in my mind, Dolly Parton would be on Slim Pickens.
That's what I thought as well.
So then I was like, I bet she's on there because they broke up. And she's like, I need a new music video.
No, that was literally my thought. Because I saw
it. I'll kill Barry in it.
Yes.
Funny.
Because I saw it on my YouTube, like, recommended.
Yeah, that's why
And then I was like, she made a new music video for it. And then I was like, oh,
why wouldn't she have made it for a different song?
Right?
Or why wouldn't Dolly have just been featured on a new one? Because they're all pretty, like, country. Yeah. The new ones are all pretty country.
But yeah, like, making the new video for that one,
I feel like that's why.
I agree.
I think that's why. And Sabrina's very smart and funny. Also, I watched, like, her promo video for it, and it's so funny.
Oh,
like,
really?
She's so funny.
Oh, I love that.
Her personality is just, like, so, like, college girl.
I know. She's like, so relatable.
Like, she's literally so relatable. Yeah. Which is so crazy. I've been, like, really on about celebrities recently in, like, a parasocial way where, like, some of them are just so relatable. Like, I'm obsessed with Madeline Argy right now because she just spits. Like, she says stuff, and I'm like, me. One of the lights died.
I was like, ooh.
Of course, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We'll persevere. But, yeah, she just like says things, and I'm like, it's things that I don't even like think about saying because it's just like a me thing, you know? Like I'm just like I had this experience and I don't think about it. But it's like she like says them, and I'm like, oh my god, like thank you. Like someone said it, right? And that's how I want our podcast to be, and I hope it is. But obviously, like it's so not planned and scripted, because I want it to be authentic and real. I
agree.
But I hope people watch it and they feel that way. They feel seen.
I agree.
That's my favorite thing. It's like when you feel seen, but also someone like says something new. That's why like I really liked Brittany Broski too, because she was educated in a way that I wasn't educated. So it's like I would relate so much. And then she would randomly drop something that I know nothing about. And I'd be like, this is awesome. Like, I'm learning and I'm also relating. And I'm like, yes. It's, like, so stimulating for your brain. Yeah. It keeps, like, engaged.
That's something I want to, like, do just because I feel like I'm not taking school seriously because I'm just in nothing classes right now. So I want to, like, educate myself on stuff that I feel like I know
put that in my notes because I was crashing out one day because... As the viewers know, I'm unemployed. Yeah. And I was crashing out, and I was like, I spend all of my time just like doing things I love, like doing hobbies, like doing YouTube, doing all this stuff. But then like the other time, it's like being upset that I don't have a job or I don't have something. So then I'm just like applying for all these jobs and like crashing out about it and freaking out. So then I made a note that was like things I can do with my time. Yeah. Because it's like, yes, I could spend all of those hours applying for jobs. And I'm sure once I eventually will get one if I do 1,000 job apps. Right. But it's like, I don't need to be doing that. Like, you have to let them simmer a few days. Like, they're not going to hire you on the spot. Like, you send some apps, like on Monday, wake up, send some apps. Then Tuesday, don't.
Exactly. You don't have to do that 24 hours of the day.
So it's like, let me like make a note of things I can do with my time. And one of them was like educate myself on something new. Yeah. Because I used to love doing that. And I think part of it is like school is so intellectually stimulating. Like I used to come home from school and on Spotify in the morning and at night it does like there's a podcast.
Oh yes. Like, it's like yes.
And I would play it on my way home every time because I would like sometimes in between classes I'd listen to the morning one, but always coming home because it was like I was just like lectured for like hours. Like I had classes back to back and I was reading and it was like I can't just like sit here and listen to music now. Yeah. Like my brain's going too fast. And it was like
I know what you mean.
And it was election year. Like I wanted the drama. Like that was the drama I wasn't tapped into TikToker lore, I was tapped into election lore. Yeah. Like that was my drama.
Yeah. I also think it's kinda like for me, it's more about like unlearning. You know what I mean? Because it's like everything that I know to be true, it's like obviously like not, well, some of it is my fault because like ignorance and like the unwillingness to like learn and educate myself. But another part of it is just like the westernization. Like the West has just put this like filter over like all these things, and then it's just like I've obviously internalized these beliefs. It's also like my parents have these beliefs. Like I don't know. It's just a lot of things. So for me, it's like I want to like, I know it's kind of impossible to be like neutral and like blank slate.
It is really hard to be unbiased.
But I do just want to like unlearn a bunch of like the toxic things I have, because I like have like when I sit down and reflect, I'm like, why do I literally think like that? And then I'm like, it's because I live in a society.
I agree.
Because we live in a society.
We do. Because like even when we were talking about earlier, I don't know if it's in the podcast or if it got cut out, but we were talking about like grind set mentality, and it's like it's because like we were just taught that, like
like we live in a capitalist society, like
theory, like I'm so out of it, I'm so anarchy, like I'm so just like let me just live, like,
that's just kind of like also
but
impossible,
it's like you literally can't, so you literally can't, and it's so hard. But I think that's like why I loved my major, because it was like I was international studies major, and it was like they taught you things that you'd already learned, and it was like literally
but new POV, like
it was like that's not what the civil rights movement was about. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm also, like, whoa,
I don't know if like Donald Trump's gonna get this taken down, but there is so much censorship out there.
Oh, I know.
Like in one of my classes, it was my favorite class that I've ever taken at UCI. Shout out Professor Mahmood and Anthro 121D. It was just so good because she was actually like a good lecture, so I was like enthralled, and also it was just like all the lore she was dropping on all these things. I was just like, I didn't know this because of course like in history in high school when we learn, it's like the textbook didn't include that.
Exactly.
Because why would it? Because why would it?
Or like I was taking like it was basically a history class. It was like an international studies class, I think. But they were talking about how like there's a period of like high school textbooks and that there's just nothing.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that growing up. Because that's so true. That's why I was always bad with dates, and I still am.
Yes.
But it's like, that's why, because you'd also skip around so much.
They
like,
skipped
learning.
because America was flopping.
But it's because
or they were doing some fun shit.
Or they were just doing something shady. And they would just like there's like centuries missing.
That's what gets me, because it's like the corruption has been proven to be true. Like, it is a fact that this happened.
It is.
And then it's like, we just all gloss over it because, hello, like we were taught to. Like, of course.
I know.
But that's just crazy to me.
We just ignore it. And I'm like, that's so funny.
Yeah, it is crazy.
And there's just so much media out there in the world, and there's so many resources, and I feel like right now I live at like this like beautiful time in my life where like I could just read a book on something and learn. Right. I could just watch like John Green teach me about it on YouTube. And this is another crazy deep cut, but I really like Watcher. It's a YouTube channel. It's Ryan Bergarda and Shane McDay, and they were ghost hunters on BuzzFeed.
Yes.
And they do this thing that this is like what really enthralled me. It's called Puppet History.
Oh.
And one of them it's literally like puppet show. So they do puppet show. And I learned about this, and I was watching one of them today because they do random deep cuts. Like they're not like, it's not like related. Yeah. They just do random deep cuts. And I learned about this like forever ago, and I still think about it. It's like a random history fact I know about how the people that made the Titanic made 3.
Oh.
And so there was like the 3 different boats, and like they all crashed. They all like had a terrible like lore.
Oh my god.
And so it was like the lore of each one. And I was like, see, there's so many random things. Like today I was watching one, and it was about like Straw Hat Day, which is a holiday that exists. And there's these things called the Straw Hat Riots, where like because of how seasons were, like it was like not wearing white after Labor Day, like after May 15th, I think, like you couldn't wear your straw hat anymore because now it's like felt hat season.
Oh, okay.
So then you'd wear your felt hat.
Damn, the hat politics.
Because the hat politics, and like literally there was riots of like if you were on that day, people would take your hat off and they'd stomp on it.
Oh my god.
And this is like the 1920s.
Kind of love that though.
And it's like that's just so
golden age.
Like it's like just tell me about that. Like that's so funny.
I agree.
Like I just want that lore.
I agree. I just
good.
like I just miss having the like passion to learn, because also even if the class is cool in concept, it's really like the professor that makes or breaks it for me.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
I just haven't had a class like that since I took it, and like I just really miss it. Like, I was literally going to class, volunteering, raising my hand to speak. Who was I? I was that annoying girl that was always like,
too in my own classes. But it's
like I just had shit to say.
For my like my major, I was always like that. I'm looking for my note because on my phone, but I don't think it put itself on iCloud and my phone's recording.
Oh shoot! I was like, just get your phone. Me forgot. Whatever.
Angle again. My bad.
This is a exciting, crazy, chaotic episode.
It is a crazy, chaotic one. But this is related, and so I know we do hyperfixations first, but my crash out is literally this. Okay. So we're flopping it today. Because literally for my crash out, I was writing a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, yeah.
I was just ranting in here, and I was like, this can be my crash out. But also, I said I want to learn to enjoy things without thinking about the details of, like, being perception. And then I wrote to be cringe is to be free.
Yes. Paulo Urani also dropped that knowledge on me.
It's so good.
It's true.
Because it's like, I want to enjoy things without being like,
what are they? This is so embarrassing. Yes. What are they gonna think?
Yes. Yeah. And like, just like the caring about the details is like so insane too. Like, we talked like before about boycott, and like those kind of things are real. Like I shouldn't enjoy things that like suck.
Yeah.
Like immorally, but it's like some type, like not corrupt details, but some type of details don't matter. Where it's like I can just like enjoy like
bad TV.
I can just enjoy bad TV. Yeah, exactly. And not like the details and the perception and like not also, wanting to talk about
weird food combos. That's okay.
I like don't mean to talk about it. And it's like that's always like my like crash out. And then this is really long, so let me see what it says.
Sum it up.
Oh, I'm gonna just read it. And then if it's weird, I'll say it because this is related. But it said also, just been anxious lately and just thought I thought I would stop being anxious when school got out. But also, I think the podcast helps me for real. Yes. Because I get to rant and then I get to look back and be like, yes, like I'm doing so good. So it's like, is this a crash out? No, it's more of a reflection. But I was crashing out when I was writing this, and that's why. Because I was just like, there's so many things that like I care so much about, and then I don't care anymore. So it's like, that's by the time the podcast comes out, I'm like, I'm so relieved. Like, it's like anxiety where like when the podcast is like cooking in the drafts and it's not out, I'm like, I would talk about like, I'm so embarrassed. I don't even feel that way anymore. But then it comes out and I'm like, no, because now it's like, I feel that sort of growth. Yeah. Like, I feel like good. Like, I'm just like,
it's also, you have to let it out to get over it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to buy you a journal so you can start journaling.
I know. I used to be on my journaling. I used to be on my journal era, but now I just like write stuff in my notes. Like, I have so much notes.
We got it at home.
We got journals on our iPhones, which is so true.
Yeah. But I just feel like putting the pen to the paper and seeing it written in ink is low-key like hits different. Because then also I would like rip it up after. Oh. You know what I mean? Like, because
that was the problem with the journals is I never read them. But that's why I like my notes is because I'll just go to search and I'll look for it. Oh. Because I remember the words. So I could just be like, what was that thing I was saying about that? Yeah. And I'll like type that in. And then boom, there it is.
Because I would just I used to write like letters to people that I had beef with, and I felt like I never got the closure. I literally have a Google Docs called To All the Boys I've Loved, and it's like all the situationships or just like hoes that have like gone wrong, and it's like all the things I wanted to say, but I didn't want to say them because I'll just let you live. Shout out Lana. Yeah, like there's so many things I want to say, but I'll just let you live because I've already been bad enough. Like, I'll let them move on. I don't need to like harass them.
It's also like I feel like I heard this later in life of like you don't need closure. Oh, like not in that way, like in like the way where like people, because I'm always like I just wonder why, like I just need to know why, I just need to know why. It doesn't help you, like it does to talk about it and like closure for yourself. Like
yes, you should get over I agree. And closure for yourself,
but like a person does not owe you like why they did something.
I look here,
and you have to just get over that.
I like agree, but also it's like disagree.
It's different when it's like a breakup and like you're having a conversation and it's fine. But it's like literally later, like you can't just be sitting around being like, why did they do that? And like,
true,
they owe me an explanation because like you don't owe anyone an explanation either.
I like agree.
You don't owe it to them to tell them why you used to be shitty and now you're not. Like you don't have to go tell them. Yeah, I was shitty because I was going through all this stuff. It's like, you know that. So
true.
It's fine. And it's like they're on the same side where it's like they were doing all this stuff and it sucked. But it's like they don't need to tell you why. And it sucks.
Yeah.
But like they don't.
I just also feel like sometimes knowing why like doesn't really give me closure. For me, help, it's just like the personal closure. It's like I'm saying everything I wanted to say,
like, I don't think
and
it's helped when like they have told you why. It's like because I wasn't you, so I didn't make that choice. So it's like I wouldn't have done that.
True.
So that's why
what I'm saying.
So it's like them telling me their reasoning. It's like I understand your reasoning, but I wouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm mad.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like,
yeah.
So it doesn't help. Like you don't need it.
I agree. Yeah. Also, like, yeah, when I break up with people and they're like, "Why?" That's so annoying to me. I'm sorry, that's toxic, but like that is so annoying.
Like, yes, you should have a conversation, but it's like you, like literally, you don't owe anyone anything. Like you don't have to tell them, and they don't have to tell you. So it's like It's the same thing. Where it's like you can just like move on with your life and like you don't have to like circle back and be like, I'm so sorry I was so bad to you 5 years ago. It's like we're all over it.
If you are depending on someone to move on, you're not actually moving on.
This is the point I'm trying to make.
Yes. You need to make peace with like yourself.
You need the closure that you need.
Exactly. And then that's how you move on.
Yes, it doesn't reflect
it should not depend on someone else because then you're not moving on.
Yes. Yeah. And it's the same thing. They shouldn't be reaching out to you.
Exactly.
Like,
they need to make peace with it themselves. Because me telling you why I was being mean, that's not going to help you. That's just going to make you hate me more.
Yeah. Or like, it's going to be like, okay, now I don't like hate you. But it's like, it still sucks.
But yeah, it's like that didn't change anything.
It's like, oh my God. Like if you were just bullying me for like a week, I would, and like, I just like didn't like you. And I was just like, Kayla's like so mean. And then like, you were just like, I was so mean because my dog died.
Yeah.
It's like, now it's like, okay, I like empathize, but it's like I don't.
It's like I was still mean to you. Yeah, that doesn't like, change.
I wouldn't be unhurt by it. So it's like it's not doing anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in a way you need closure, but like in a way you don't.
It's my just point. Like yeah. You just gotta. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know how that was related to my crash out, but it was somehow. Do you have your crash out?
Yes, I do have my crash out.
My whole body hurts, and it's probably, guys, because I got so drunk and alcohol like messes me up.
Yes. Okay.
Vlog soon to come.
I have like 2. One of them, I'm like subtweeting you, but like not for real because like I like you, so it's chill when you do it.
Oh, okay.
But it's also like not okay. So basically, one of my crash outs was just like getting spammed / being overwhelmed, but it's not like the getting spammed that gets me. It's just that makes me really overwhelmed for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like when I open my phone and I have so many, like, I just get so overwhelmed. And then that just turns me into like an angry monster. Like it's also like, I'll go in my room and there's like clothes everywhere. And then now I'm just like, mad. Or it's like Ty will come over and he'll put like his jacket on the couch. And then I'm just like, God, you're making a mess. And then I'm like, why am I being so mean? Like, it's literally not that.
Not to therapy you, but you know what I think it is? It's like you have so much going on and it's like you have so much else occupying your mind, like because when I'm like my room's a mess right now and I don't care, but it's like if I was stressed all day,
I agree,
this would make me so mad that my room's a mess.
It's literally just like
why can't I just have one thing? And it's like I have a lot of things.
It's the straw that broke the camel's back.
And it's like you always, when you're in that negative mindset, you always have the negative thing. So it's like if you're just stressed and you come home, or it's like I've had this with my roommates a lot. It's like I come home and like a light is on. Not the end of the end of the world. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
If I came home in a bad mood, I would be like, "Why did they
literally
like?" And it's like you're fine. Everything's fine. The world is spinning. But it's like I just like if you're in that negative mindset,
I agree.
Everything sucks.
Because also, I was gonna say part of it is being like overstimulated / overwhelmed.
Exactly.
But that was one of my crash outs, just because like I've just been feeling that way a lot this week. It's also because this week I had like last week I had a lot of like big projects due for class, and like I've been procrastinating and not checked in, and then it's like all of a sudden I have to lock in, so it was just like a lot, and I was just getting really overwhelmed, and I just didn't like what it was doing to me because I was like, I don't like being mean, and like I don't like that it like has this much like effect on me, you know what I mean? Like why, like I don't know. But also my other crash out was I've been using this moisturizer and I thought it was doing me justice, but then all of a sudden my face was getting like really red and weird, and then I stopped and now my skin is like rashy? Really kinda, it was that like happened to me. Yeah, but then I was using it for like low-key like weeks, and then it just happened all of a sudden. And then I was really upset because at first like I don't do skincare, so I was like, yes, let me moisturize, let me like take care of myself, and then it's like, well, why did I just get punished for it?
I think about this a lot because I think for some reason we have the same allergies.
I think so.
Like it's like there's like
also
a gene
just like
or
the
something,
same like
and like we just have
skin.
them. Yeah, like it's like we just have the same one because it's like I swear like we just have all the same like issue.
Yeah.
But it's like I had that same thing. I started skincare because I never really did skincare. It's like I wash my face in the shower and that's it.
Yeah.
And like I'll take my makeup off and like that's it. But then like I think like a year ago I was like I want to lock in. I want to do skincare just to be fun. Like maybe like a cute wind down to like treat myself. So I bought like a bunch of stuff and I was super excited about it. And then I was using a moisturizer for so long and like I just randomly like on my jawline it was like red.
It was like my cheeks.
Yeah.
And it'd be like bumpy and inflamed kind of.
And it felt like not itchy, but like I would just like want to touch it all the time. So then it gave myself a rash because I would be touching it like, like this. And then I was like looking it up and I was like, that's like an allergy. And I was like, how am I allergic to it? And it's the not scented like ordinary one.
Literally. And mine was Pond's. Like Pond's.
Yes.
I've heard mixed things, but like, okay, because also when I started, my skin was getting a little red and it's like obviously you're putting new stuff on your skin but then after a bit it was like good and it was so good and then I started using sunscreen too. I also don't know if it could have been doing the sunscreen. Everything too. Yeah, but then all
that's
of a sudden
why I do nothing again.
Exactly.
I went back
if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. I went back to nothing and the only time I have like a moisturizer I bought when I was down horrendous when I was traveling. It's like a Vaseline brand and if I wake up or I go to sleep and it feels like my face just feels so dry, I'll put it on. Yeah. But before I was just doing it to like do my routine.
No, now I just went back to slugging.
Now it's like if I need it, I'll do it.
Yeah. Also, if you don't know me, literally before I go to bed, I put a thick layer of Vaseline on and I wake up and that skin is dewy and glowing. And like I'm not saying do it, but like it works for me.
I know it won't work for me because my pores are always clogged.
Oh, like, I think it's because I have like
I put it on, like I'll wake up and it'll be gone.
I just have like naturally really, really dry skin.
Oh,
I also feel like it's because it's winter and maybe I was like flopping on my water grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's always a way.
I lost my. Okay. Gotta stay hydrated.
I think like
hydrated.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Hydrated. Can you say hydrated? I don't know. Oh, I think like also my face like. I thought this was just the products I used, but my face just like absorbs my entire makeup. Oh. Like if I like go to sleep with my makeup on, I wake up, it's not on. Damn. It's gone.
Is it like, does primer stop that?
I wear primer.
Mark? Oh, then I don't really know what to do.
I don't either. And I wear powder too. Like I set my makeup.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Cause like it's a rare occurrence, but like, come on now, I'm a girl that likes to go out. If I go out and I'm too crunk, it's staying on.
I rarely take my makeup off.
The only thing that stays is my eyeliner.
Oh yeah, and like mascara.
I was gonna say mascara because I wear tubing mascara, so it like it doesn't even like get like under your eyes. Like it just stays on your eyelash.
It just like feels gross and crunchy the next morning. For me.
And then that day I like can't wear makeup because
I need to like it like
hurts. Like my eyelashes like hurt and feel heavy. Okay, let's go to hyperfixation because I can't see the time, but I know it's been a while.
Okay, yes,
but.
Extra long pod.
This is like what our entire podcast has been about. But I don't know how much has like been in. I don't know how much you saw. Yeah. But my main thing has just been self-improvement and reflection. Like literally I've been so hyperfixated with literally myself, which is like crazy. But it's like I'm just constantly thinking about my own stuff. Like it's like I just got my own thing going on. In like a good way, not in like a crazy way. In just like sometimes I'm so tapped into something else. Like I'm so locked into drama, and I'm so like locked into like just like a show or like a something. But it's like I literally like I've just been sitting at my house and like doing nothing. Like I'm not doing anything. Like sometimes something will be playing and I'm not paying attention. Like I'm just like thinking. Yeah, I'm just having my own thoughts. Like my hyperfixation has been so myself. And then this is like part of a crash out but turned good, where it's like I was really hyperfixated of like just being bored and like not having a job. Like it's like I feel like my mind was like what we were just saying, but then like I like my life is so good. Like that is the problem. It's the capitalist like that's it's like capitalism having its claws. Like, people my life is so good.
Yeah, people would kill for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I've just been really hyperfixated on like my like education. Like we were like I want to learn new things, and like also I'm applying for scholarships, so it's like I'm just like thinking about like education a lot and like new stuff, which is cool.
Yes,
it's a good time.
Dang. I low-key have, like, a lot, and they're all over the place because I've been, like, I've had so many different phases.
My more, like, physical ones are Sticky Rice.
Yes.
The Costco one. And the new Lumineers album just came out.
Ooh.
So those are, like, the physical ones. But, like, literally my brain space, like, hyperfixated has been my own, like, mental growth, which is kind of cool.
Yes, I love that. Okay, first of all, you got games on your phone? Because let me put you on. I had this app called I Love You, and then it was just like a color gradient, and then you put it
I used to have that.
But then I finished it because I go really hard with my games. Like, I finished Flow.
Because literally, like, when we say hyperfixation, we mean it.
Yeah, like, because I've completed
like,
these games,
hyperfixation
guys.
is so, like, when you're so obsessed and then you never are again. That's like what a hyperfixation is. It's like you're so overly fixated that you spend all of your time thinking on it. And then you just never care again. That's exactly how I'm with games, and that's why I have none.
But now I'm on to I Love You too. And let me just show you guys to, like, prove. But, like, so each chunk, I'm going to put down the prop mic, has, like, so many levels, like, you can see. And then there's, like, I've done, like, all these. Like, I've done all that. So that's, like, my hyperfixation. And then also... let's refresh the notes app. Oh, there's this song called The Days, but, like, the Notion remix of it. It's on TikTok, but, like, it's like, do you think another day?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just really like that right now.
I know, I'm into that type of music too. Yeah. Just talking about that kind of, like, house music where it's more chill. And, like, the type of music Martin makes.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, yeah. But also just, like, I've just been, like, I love Lana, always have. But just, like, specifically this week, I've just been, like, putting on, like, my only Lana playlist. And just, like, really into that. I need to put you on. It, like, that's me and Cohen's Game Media. Like, we watch Lana music videos.
The only time I've been tapped in is when I've been talking to women.
Yeah.
They all love, the girls love Lana.
And, like,
so then I have to, like, do my research.
Right?
So I, like, look gay.
Exactly. I also just feel like it's because it's winter and she's just so, like, moody.
I have, like, eras, like, I think that's why it's so lit that Lumineers album came out, because it's so, like, Lumineers are time, so, like, right? End of winter to me. Like, they're so road trip time.
Yes.
Like,
and it's like, it's about to get sunny.
Because I always get, like, I get bad, like, oh, what's it called? When, like, it's, like, escapism. Like, when you, like, you're depressed, so you, like, run away. There's a word for it.
I don't know.
But I get that. So it's like in the winter, it's normally my worst time. Like, especially just like I have like seasonal depression. Like everyone does. Yeah. Like it's actually scientifically proven that everyone has it.
Because the lack of the vitamin D.
Yeah, the sun like makes people happy. That's the whole point. Yeah, so like I get that really rough, and I feel like winter quarter I always have the worst classes. It's like so much.
Yes.
So it's like I always do like a trip in that way where it's more spontaneous, and a road trip can always be spontaneous because you can just drive. Like you have a car, you can just drive.
Right.
So like it's perfect. It's perfect time for Lumineers to make a music and me to be able to go run away and go camping or something. Like yes.
And then my last one was just because also it's been like raining here, really rainy.
I know, right? I kind of liked it.
I liked it too, but I've been making hella grilled cheese X tomato soup.
Right, you're talking about.
And then I'd be dipping it, and it's so good.
So good.
But yeah,
I also just remembered that I have to do my Hinge.
We
started my Hinge corner, and thank God my iPhone is connected here. So thank God I did that. But I had I don't know if it updated because
last time we didn't even do all of them though.
I know, that's why I have more. Like I'll just use the old ones, but I guess I'll do it next week so you have something to look forward to. But I had a rare Hinge W where they said something and then I matched with them, but then they're in the album because what they followed up was bad.
They always fumble it.
They fumbled it, but I'll give you guys a new one. Also, I wanted to show you my Hinge because I changed it and I think it's really funny because women are so funny. Oh wait, yeah, this is it. This guy was cute, and he just liked my photo, and then this looks normal. He just said, "I like your necklace." None of my photos I'm wearing a necklace, so I know what you're implying.
Oh.
Because in all of the photos, I'm wearing this necklace that you can't see.
Yeah.
You can't see. And a man wouldn't know. Yeah. A man did not, like, zoom in. Like, you can't see it in that photo at all. And that's the one he liked. But I'm wearing it. You can't tell.
I cannot tell.
You can now that I zoomed all the way in. But he wasn't zooming in on Hinge.
That's also part of my crash out. It's just men.
It is just men. But, okay, recently, I've been on my up and up about men. Where not in, like, I hate them less. But just in, like, I don't care as much. Like, I used to go out with so much anger, and like a man would talk to me, I'd be like,
oh yeah,
why are you talking?
Yeah.
But I have way less. Like, I think like I just have less anger.
I think for me, it's just been like, cause I don't know, for me, it's also like I'm Asian, so there's like that level of weirdness to it. Cause when we were going live, people just kept making, like, I hate when a bitch asks, what's your ethnicity?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like, kill yourself. Like, I don't know. It's just like...
It's the same demographic of man, too, where they're, like, kind of old and,
it
like, white
is.
and they're ugly,
yeah, and then they just, like,
and they're short,
say weird things.
And they just say weird things.
They think they're eating, and they think it's, like, a compliment, but it's, like, you're just making me feel weird now.
Yeah, that's like, another internal struggle I have is, like, I was just saying this with, like, one of my other friends, is that, like, we feel... Like, I mean, women have, like, a higher emotional maturity than, like, men. Like, women that are 21 are not compatible with, like, men that are 21 a lot on an emotional level. Especially when you're in college. And we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
But it's, like, that's also my problem is then when I hang out with older people, they're weird.
Yeah.
And it's, like, they can't relate to me and, like, they don't know anything. So it's, like, you have to find that kind of, like, median, like literally like people that are 23 like I need
the
like
balance
because it's
or
like,
just a rare emotionally mature man. You just need to find one that was raised right. Like it like it always goes back to the parents.
It low-key does.
Because it's like that is the way they were raised, like, and they internalized all these thoughts. Like, of course you did. Of course you did.
And of
like,
course you can be raised like bad and like fix yourself, but it's like they don't even do that.
That's actually so true because I always give people that excuse, but it's like low key. My parents have like a lot of problematic beliefs, and I don't.
Yeah,
and I like clocked
when
it.
I was a senior. I gave a lot of grace to like freshmen in my like sorority. Because I was like, they don't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Like, they're just, like, silly and ignorant. Like, it's fine. But it's, like, when you're a senior and I just met you, then you don't have the same luxury of, like, you can't think like that.
I agree.
You have to be
educated.
It's
also some things you can give grace, but some things it's like, nah, I'm gonna clock you right now and set you straight because, like, that's just not okay.
I'll do one more hinge because this is a reoccurring event as well where I have on my hinge. That's why I wanted to show you the whole thing. Oh, but I have, like, the prompts and they're stupid, so I don't try. Yeah, like, but you have to do, I think, one.
I think you have to
maybe
have
two. I don't know,
a lot.
So I have one that's like, I'll brag about my friends. I'll brag to you about my friends if, and I put you're hot.
Cause duh.
If
I'm not gonna brag about a chuz.
Nothing else. There's no other reason I'd be bragging about you on my hinge. So
yeah,
like,
what?
And my whole hinge is serious. So I was like, I'll put a serious. I'm like, that's my serious answer.
Yeah,
and, like, you can be mad and ugly man.
Yeah, I can
will
confirm.
Always say, am I? Or like, are you bragging?
It's
or
like, no.
Am I hot? Like, am I hot? Question mark.
No, babes.
I mean,
no, babes.
But it's like, what? Obviously, if we matched, obviously, then yes.
Yeah, that's just like pick me, and I'm not here for it.
It is pick me. And it's like, what are you doing?
Do you think I'm hot?
So, even if they were cute, it's like, why'd you say that?
Like, yeah, that just pissed me off. Like,
why
damn.
did you say that, freak?
Yeah.
Like, you're so weird.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I screenshotted this. This is literally cyberbullying. This is my last one. But someone put, like, I'm convinced that, and they said, life is short and you need to make the best of it. And I was like, period, that's so nice. But then they're 5'6".
I just also feel
so
like...
I was like,
no, but short. Also, like...
And he's 5'6".
Oh, I was
cyberbullying him.
I was just like, that's a dumb thought. Like, no shit. Like, I'm just like, that's so basic.
So classic man discovering empathy.
I was gonna say, like, he did shrooms once, and he was like, wow, life is so beautiful. Yes,
I promise the mushrooms aren't changing your life.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter ate with that.
Yeah.
Too good.
No, but literally, because it's like, the thoughts they have, I'm like, girl, I've been going through this since I was 11. Like, how are you just now realizing this?
And it's going back to what we were saying earlier, where it's like people don't reflect.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm surrounded with very few people now, because I need the people that can sit and reflect on their own.
Literally.
And can come to like self-awareness alone.
Yes.
Like, men so often, boys so often can't.
Yeah.
And that's why they have, like, their girlfriends that they don't like, because they're literally just, like, ranting to them, and then the girlfriend says, like, okay, like, you should do this. Yes. And then they are like,
and they don't listen. Yeah.
Like, I never had that thought in my life. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
If you can't clock yourself, girl, you need to take a look in the mirror.
I know. That's also why, like, I was also having a mini crash out about like my digital footprint and just like things that are online, and like even like our podcast. Like I was like, I want to delete everything because I was like, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. And then I was like, no, because I'm gonna clock myself.
Exactly.
Because like I want this podcast to go forever. Like I literally want
it's like an archive. Back in a year,
yeah, and like us still be doing the podcast
and being like, and wow, we've grown so much,
and to be like, we thought we knew everything at 18, but nothing at 22.
Exactly.
Like that's literally like what I want to happen. Exactly. So I'm like, I don't want to delete this, like. Because right now, that's how I feel. Future me, that's how I feel right now.
Yeah. We need to do an episode or like a video on your channel where it's like writing letters to our future selves.
We should.
Because
then it'll also keep us motivated.
I also just like love those. Like when our RA made us do it freshman year. Like reading it back, I was like, I've grown so much.
I know, like genuinely.
And then it's like, that was literally like, what, 9 months of your life? Like,
we should do that.
Yeah.
Because then also like, we like literally will keep staying motivated because we'll be like, we have like this
exactly
we'll be 2 steps ahead.
Oh God.
Everything is calculated.
Oh yeah,
we filmed these months in advance.
We just knew that this was all relevant. Like we just knew that it'd all be relevant.
We knew about Doug's
Sabrina Carpenter literally told us that she was gonna have Dolly Parton feature. Like she literally told us.
We already knew.
We just called Taylor up and we were like, so what are you gonna do?
I always call Taylor up. I would be so annoying if I had famous people in my phone.
Girl, me too. I'd be like, so what are you up to? They'd like need to make me sign NDAs. I'd be like Tom Holland where I accidentally like slip up and like announce something.
No, I just want to be on the inside so bad. Like I'll sign any NDA. I don't need to tell anyone. I just want it. Like just tell me. Well, I tell you. Like that doesn't count. Yeah. That's not breaking NDA.
Is it? I feel like it definitely is.
Is it?
I thought it was just like you can't tell anyone.
I thought it was like it couldn't be. I mean, you can't tell anyone, so it can't be public. But it's like if I told you, no one would know.
Exactly.
No one would know that you know. Like, it's not breaking NDA.
I'd keep it on the DL
because no one would find out, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, that like circles me back because I don't know how long we need to record because I don't want our episode to be really short and I don't know how much we missed.
Yeah.
But that is circling me back to the crash out somehow because I remember reading something. Oh, what I was saying is like, I'll tell you because I came to the realization also when I was having self-reflection is like a reason. I feel like I said this already, but maybe I just told someone about it. So let me know if I said this on the podcast. But I like came to the realization that like I love vlogging so much and like I've always been like a Snapchat spammer because like I just love sharing things. Like I don't like to enjoy things alone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because what is the point?
Right?
Like in my mind, if my life is going great, I'm not trying to flex. I'm genuinely just trying to be like...
You just want someone to be a part of it.
Yes. Like I want them to feel the same enjoyment that I feel. I don't want to be like, haha, I'm winning and you're losing. I want them to also feel like they're winning because like to me, like especially like the YouTube things and like our like my TikTok, to me that is us together. Like we're one. we're a brand.
Yeah.
So like when something's doing good, it's like I want to tell you because it's like
of course.
We're a package deal.
Right?
So I'm like I want like everything to be shared. And it's like I was hanging out with my other friend and like we were recording stuff for like her private story and I was like, see, this is what I love because it's like we're talking about it but it's like we just want to film it to like show you guys.
Exactly. And like me as a viewer, like I loved
and you
that.
Loved it. And it's like that's how I feel. It's like what is the point of life? Because I have a lot of photos in my room and like I was like sitting in my bed like just like thinking because I don't do anything and I was like looking at all my photos and I was like, wow, like this is such a beautiful place that I went, but it's like never do I think and I look back at the photos of just like the art. Like it's always like
it's like
I
a
see
memory
that photo and I'm like us like hugging so cute.
Yeah.
Like, you know? Or it's like all my study abroad photos, you can't see the background like at all. All the photos I have up are just like us.
It's like the memories.
It's the memories and it's the people. And it's like I literally just like love like having the people with me. Like I really wanted to solo travel and I was like, but I don't even want to do it. Like I see videos on my TikTok a lot that are like just beautiful places and I'm like, I really want to go there. And I was like, oh, like I wish I was dating someone so I could bring someone because like all my friends have lives, like they can't just like go with me. Like I don't do anything, but it's like my friends do. Yeah. So I can't just be like, come with me and like and like budgets. It's like we can't just like uproot our lives. Yeah. And like I'm at this beautiful time in my life where I can just do anything, but I feel like I can't because I don't want to do anything alone.
I know what you mean.
Because, like, it's not like, oh, I can't. It's like, I'm not going to enjoy it.
Exactly. It's
I'm
like,
just gonna,
again, like the
I'm
community.
I'm going to feel alone. I'm going to feel, like, alone in a beautiful place. I'm going to, like, want to call everyone and show them. So it's like, I don't want to do
like,
things
what's the
alone.
point?
No,
Yeah,
it's like,
might
to
as
me,
well.
like, life is all community. And I was talking about that yesterday, too. It's, like, the networking aspect in that way, too, where it's, like winning is all community, too. Like, you just got to, like, know people to get to the top. Like, it's, like, every aspect, like, people are everything. So it's like, I don't want to just, like, go travel to the places I want to go. Because I was like, oh my God, I really want to, like, go to Spain. And then it's like, well, I'm not going by myself.
Exactly.
Like I want to, like, enjoy it with people that I also enjoy.
Because also, it's low-key, like, yes, like, going to a beautiful place is beautiful, but it's, like, making the memories with the person is, like, the whole point to me.
Because, like, every time I go, like, sit on the beach, I take a million photos, and it's not even to be like, look how cool. Because in high school, I feel like it would be to be like, look, so it looks like I'm doing something. But, like, it's not even to be like, oh, come look at, like, me, I'm sitting on the beach. It's like, I want you guys to see, like, doesn't it look so pretty?
Yeah.
Like, I want you guys to be scrolling on your social media and be like, oh, that's pretty. That's what I do.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute, and then I like it.
That is, like, the whole point. Is sharing. Yeah.
That's the whole point of social media, and that's the whole point that I like it, and that's the whole reason I'm obsessed. Yes. So then when I get down the, like, rabbit holes of things that aren't on the right side of social media and, like, random drama and, like, being too locked into other people's lives, it's like, I gotta think about this really quick, because what is social media is for? Like, social media is literally just, like, basically mail. Like, it's like mail final boss.
It's like a postcard.
It's postcard final boss. Like, we've literally just, like, evolutioned to postcard to an Instagram story.
Yeah.
And it's like, we need to, like, tap out sometimes and be like, I'm not doing this for likes and views. I'm doing this to be like,
no,
guys,
literally.
Is this cool?
It's just like, I liked it, so I wanted to share with y'all.
Exactly. And we have to think sometimes, because also there's, like, all the negative connotation about social media, and I have a lot of friends that, like, don't like social media, or, like, they don't have TikTok or whatever, and they're like, oh, I don't have Instagram, or I don't have TikTok, or like, I don't scroll on whatever. Yeah. And it's, like, for their own mental health, and that's good, and, like, live your life. But it's like, I'm trying to see it in the good way. Yeah. In the way that's intended.
Like, yes, it can be very negative, but there's also, like, a beauty to it.
Yes. And this is going back to my original point of, I just need to enjoy things without the details. Like, I can just enjoy Instagram and scroll on Instagram all day and be like, that was fun, and, like, I know all these things that, like, my old friends are doing, and, like, like, all this stuff, and then not be like, oh, my screen time's 12 hours. Like, like, it's fine. It's fine. Like, I enjoyed it.
Exactly. As long as you're living, that's all that matters.
So true. This is, like, a very not metaphorical, theological. What am I trying to
Theoretical?
say? No.
Theological?
Like, this episode is big picture, is my point.
Oh, philosophical?
Yeah. What I was thinking.
I was like, I swear theological is, like, religious.
I hate when I sound dumb on the podcast. And then I'm trying to make clips, and I'm like, I'm an idiot. Like, I'm like, I didn't even know what I was
don't know what philosophical mean.
I know. I'm, like, trying to make clips to promote it, and then I'm like, I don't want to post that.
She said, ooh, let's not clip this. Let's not clip this.
Chat, no one clip that. Chat, no one clip that.
Let's just cut this out.
And because when I do that in my vlog, I, like, make fun of it, but it's like, I can't, like, I don't edit into the pod, like, sound effects. Yeah. Like, that would be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can wrap it, because I know it's at least an hour.
It is. Oh, no, it says, an hour
we have
combined.
The first 30.
Yes.
So I know we have at least an hour, and this one might be really long, depending. I hope it is, because we have really good
We had a lot to say.
And if not, we'll try and take notes, and we'll try and recap it for next time, because we'll be back again every single Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Until death do us part.
For real.
We're married to
Literally.
you. We're married to all of you.
Oh, yeah. This is our outro from now on. I just decided. Because I swear we did that last time.
We
too.
did.
Yeah, so this is our new thing.
Because you drew a heart for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I said, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
I also forgot to put the meow on it last time. We're having a lot of technical issues, but
it's okay. We're still figuring it out.
We're still figuring it out. And it's literally episode 4, and there's going to be like 100.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Thank God it's over, though, because I'm getting antsy and, like, I can't sit anymore.
I need to, like, change. I'm sweaty. Okay. Bye.